You want the mouse, Jack? You want the mouse? You
What?
want the mouse?
I don't need it.
Okay, if I need it,
I'll hold it there.
This right there.
Shout 94.7 is WAAW, Williston, Aiken, Augusta, and the CSRA. Shout 94.7. Making a difference in the community through Christ. We are Shout 94.7 FM, WAAW.
Health is life. Your health matters. You matter. Health begins in the spirit and the mind. Take time to love you. Live well. Be well. Yeah, let's go! Health matters to me. Come on, get up. Cause you tuned into the station for your morning motivation to get your education for your health and your spiritual needs. Health matters to me. Yeah, strong will to empower people, to promote the peace goals and the attitude, baby, that's a lifelong dream goal. Health matters to me. Yeah, health matters and we're here to help you become a better you, to be the best version you can be. Health matters to me. Yeah, and it's time for this classic, fantastic, moving your soul with Jackie and Coach Patrick right here. Let's go. Health matters to me.
Hi, good morning, CSRS. Welcome to Help Matters with Jackie.
And Coach Patrick.
Guys, you are listening to WAAW 94.7, the voice of the gospel truth.
Listen, this is a day the Lord has made.
And we're going to choose to rejoice and be glad.
We got to. The joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yes, it is. Coach, I can't believe we're coming up on another month. It kind of
already.
What did September go?
Well, they say as you age, the time seems to go by faster. So maybe that's what it is.
Do you remember? Yes, man. September, man. It's
awesome month.
It's an awesome month. It's reset time. It's reset time. It's time to reset. It's time to get back focused. It's time to, it really is.
That's good. When you think about reset, Jackie, everything is going to be resetting because the leaves are falling off the trees and, we're going into autumn, we're going into fall. So there is a reset that's taking place.
That is a reset taking place. And it just, when the people know, guys, get it together, get some things together, look at some areas in your lives that you can do better in. We all have room for improvement,
But now that was a practical environmental reset, but I know you're talking about a spiritual reset.
Overall reset.
Okay. Spirit, soul, and body.
Reset. Guys, I know the weather out there is, not cooperating, but we needed the rain. We just don't need the other issues that comes with it.
Right.
So we're praying that it just pass on through. Just give us the rain that we need, desperately need, but
So it is the final Saturday in the month of September. We want to wish everyone that's celebrating birthdays, wedding anniversaries, happy birthday, happy anniversary to you. I celebrated my 61st birthday this month, so I'm still celebrating a little bit. Jackie celebrates the whole month. Hers coming up next month.
Sure do.
So she celebrates on my birthday and her birthday.
Absolutely.
But, it works out. So happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating. My brother's birthday is today. Lionel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lionel's birthday
happy
is today.
Birthday, Brother Lionel.
Yeah, he's in Virginia. So happy birthday to everyone. I want to acknowledge our sponsor, Dr. Dan of Aiken Chiropractic. When your spine is aligned, your body is too. Aiken Chiropractic is located at 425 Lawrence Street Northwest in Aiken, South Carolina. Their number is 803-641-9191. Their website, aikenchiropractic.com. To be a sponsor, partner, or friend of this broadcast, what we do in the community, you can call 706-592-8862. We would love for you to help us do what we do on a continuous basis.
Yeah, that's right. But Coach, I also want to just kind of talk about just gratitude, being grateful. Just being grateful. The mere fact we woke up on this side and we have a breath of life.
Yeah.
that's enough to be grateful for. That
Yes.
means God chose us this morning, and that's another day to serve and do what we're supposed to do. You know, get on our assignment. You know, God just been dropping assignment. We have an assignment.
That's right.
And I was talking to someone yesterday, and we was just kind of ministering to one another, and we was just talking about the assignment. In every assignment that God assigned, He assigns the resource. He's the source. So He's obligated to bring the resources
Mm-hmm.
and align the people in your life that are supposed to be there. So we don't have to go out and make anything happen.
Right.
Yeah, we do. We make the preparation and the things that we need to do to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
But it's God's ultimate plan
To draw the people.
and withdraw the people, because He
Mm-hmm.
said, if I would be lifted up, He will what? Draw all men, you know, to Him. So
Right.
He will provide
Mm-hmm.
the resources that we need. So when we think we don't have, or you know, we're lacking something, God knows how to provide. If He did it for Moses, He did it for Joseph, he did it for Joshua, He did it. Why wouldn't He do it today?
That's right.
So he will provide. He is Jehovah Jireh. He is the God that provides.
He
So
is providing.
He will provide.
Right.
You know, it might not be what we want, or you know, our needs, but it's
What we think it should look like.
Oh, exactly.
Because once God gives vision, He gives provision. You know, every time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so just being grateful today.
Right.
Just being grateful that you're here, you're able to fulfill that assignment God has given you, but make sure you're doing it. And that's why I said reset time. Reset your mind, renewing your mind, just getting before God, seeking God, and getting His presence. Like, okay, God, here am I. What do you want me to do? That's what He wants to hear. He wants to hear a contrite heart, a humble heart, and ask Him what you want me to do. And you have to be willing to be obedient to that. And remember, you don't control the process. You just have to trust Him in the process.
That's right. And just do your part, as you said.
Amen.
So listen, Sunday, October 5th, 4:30 p.m., the Swanee Quintet 86th anniversary. They're celebrating at Payne College, which is located at 1255 Druid Park in Augusta, Georgia. It's going to be featuring a lot of great artists. Doors are going to open at 2 p.m. They're going to have a pre-show at 3:30 p.m. The tickets are $45 in advance, $55 at the door, and VIP tickets are $75. So make sure you get your tickets. Get them. You can call Eddie Baines at 706-294-9692, or you can call Sister Mary Harris at 803-761-4763. We're so excited this morning. We got company, y'all. In the studio with us is Mike Jones of $1 at a Time Productions, and his associate, Miss Whitney. And so we're excited about it. We're going to be talking about a health fair that he does every year that is free to the community. So we're going to be talking about that and some of the things that he's doing in the community on this morning. But before we get into that, just want to let everyone know that we will be starting our type 2 diabetes prevention program, which is free to the community, and our healthy heart blood pressure monitoring program in the month of October. If you are interested in both or one of those programs, you can call us at 706-592-8862, or you can visit our website at getfitwithjackie.net, getfitwithjackie.net, and let us know you want to be a part of those programs. Great programs, changing lives, okay? Jackie, you want to say something briefly about your book?
Yes, Coach been pushing me.
Yeah, we got to talk about that book. It's changing lives.
I published my first book last year called Still Becoming, A Woman's Journey from Wellness to Wholeness. And God spoke to me. He said, you're on the outer appearance, you appear well, but you're not whole. And that wholeness comes from within, you know. So there are some things that God needed to pluck up out of me, and some things that He needed to work on, and some things I wasn't healed from, and some things that came from childhood that was manifesting in my adult life. A lot of us don't know why we behave the way we behave. We talk the way we talk, or we do the things that we do. And sometimes these things go laying dormant until we get into a relationship, until we get mature in age and adulthood, get a marriage, get a family. We don't know where this stuff start festering up, and you're like, okay, where did this come from? I don't want to be this way. I didn't, plan to act like this, but there's a lot of things that behaviors that we caught along the way in our journey growing up, in our childhood. And so And when we unknowingly, we bring these things into our home, our marriage, our relationship as mothers, fathers, relationship with other people. So, and thank God, he revealed that to me. So I embarked on a journey. I started my women wellness, health and wellness, called Women Owning Wellness. And that was after I was diagnosed in 2007 with early stage breast cancer. And so I didn't understand it and didn't understand what was going on, but God was building an assignment in me. He was building purpose in me. And so once God released me to bring that ministry to the CSRA, to the women, he began to just unfold different subjects to me about women's health. So little did I know I was on my own journey of deliverance. And so each year, God gave me a theme about women on the wellness, stepping into your wellness. Your picture is worth 1,000 words. It's about what are you saying about yourself? Are you speaking the things God says about you? Are you speaking the things, the lies the devil have told you? Becoming to be, all those uncoming to becoming. And so once I went through that and God spoke to me, he said, your book is finished. I said, what book? He said, no, you just walked through this journey. You just wrote each chapter of your book of this journey of deliverance. So I was on this journey of deliverance and didn't know it, discovering who I am, finding my fit, my identity in him, because my identity is in him. And that's what the book is about. It takes you on a journey, and it's a woman, but that means you're a woman. So you take this journey, and if you embrace this journey, you embrace this discovery, there may be things that you don't like to see. God said that little girl inside needs to be healed. She needs to be spoken life into, because she's still a part of you. So you need to speak purpose and life to her, because she didn't control what happened. She didn't ask for what happened. But God so graciously used that to glorify him, to be a blessing to others. And that's my journey. I'm on a journey of seeing women free, delivered from the pain of their past. And that's what it's about,
That's
so
awesome.
God allowed me
That's
to be
awesome.
transparent. I would never thought I would share my story with anyone, but
It's an
but
awesome
God.
book. Yeah, it's an awesome book, and I know Jackie said women owning wellness, but it's helping men too. So just know that, and men, you can buy it for your wife. And the way to get that book is you can visit our website, womenowningwellness.com. Womenowningwellness.com. There'll be a link there, so you can go and purchase that book, or you can go straight to Amazon. Amazon. I done made a whole lot. But you can go straight to Amazon, and you can search her book. A woman's journey from
A woman's journey
from wellness to wholeness.
And but let me talk
Jacqueline
about
Dennis,
this
author.
still becoming. And people are like, okay, still becoming, because once we did the last conference, that was 7 years. So going into the 8 years, still becoming comes from, because we are still becoming. We're still discovering who we are becoming.
That's right.
And who we are in Christ. So that journey never stops until we leave here. So you still uncovering and discovering who you are and becoming into the image of him. So we're still becoming.
Right.
So that's infinitum, and it continues until we, meet our Savior. So that's what it is. But each stage in that life, we get better. We supposed to get better.
That's it. All right. So y'all get out there, buy the book, womenowningwellness.com, Amazon.com. All right. So community health fairs, Jackie's goal is to improve overall community health and teach about, health and wellness. So many people can find, healthcare overwhelming because they don't have access to valuable learning resources. And that's one of the good things about community health fairs and people doing these things and bringing them in the community for free. They're educational, they're interactive, they're designed to be an outreach to provide basic preventive medical screening to people in the community, or sometimes you have them in the workplace, employees, in conjunction with their workplace wellness. So it can also be a public health intervention. So these fairs are good. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of people don't participate like they should. So we're going to bring in Mike, all right, because it's time to talk about this.
Yes.
Michael Jones, CEO $1 at a time production. He always hosts a yearly community health fair, which is held at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center. Previously, it was the Murphy School Gym, which is located at 2610 Milledgeville Road, Augusta, Georgia. Mike, I'm going to let you tell the community about yourself and what you do in the community.
And also introduce your associate.
Whitney.
Okay, great. I'm so blessed
Speak
to
up
be
to
here.
the mic, Mike.
I'm so blessed to be here. It's an incredible journey. And like I said, my name is Michael Jones. I created the health fair many years ago because my mother, primarily, she's a breast cancer survivor also.
Praise God.
20,
No, you good. You good. I was trying to get Patrick.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's a 22-year breast cancer survivor, had 3 heart attacks, diabetes, arthritis. But she has good health insurance because my father was military.
Okay.
But unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the benefits my mother had.
That's right.
So I created the health fair to get other people opportunities to get early detection of cancer and other things. We've got so many things going on with this health fair. We do it in October to celebrate breast cancer, but it's lung cancer, prostate cancer, diabetes, heart disease. We've got classes going on, free classes. Oh God, we've got some
Yeah, a variety of things.
Can we tell you what we got going on?
Yes, tell them.
Go ahead.
That's why we got you here. We want the community to know,
We
man.
want everyone to come out. We got free food.
Ooh,
Oh,
free
wow.
food.
I mean,
You
it's
can't beat
incredible.
that.
We got a
That's
church coming out, this a pantry, and it's giving free food.
That's
I gotta
awesome.
say, while supplies last,
Right.
Okay.
come early.
That's right.
We've got free clothing. We've got so many clothes to give away. Clothes, shoes, hats, all kinds of things. Because October goes into November and December and it gets colder. We've got resources. We got classes going on. We got 7 different classes, from first aid to life safety to CPR. All kind of free classes. We've got 70 vendors in this place.
That's awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
That is awesome.
We've got so many things going on. We got 300 tote bags that we're giving away free with all kinds of stuff, from hand sanitizer, COVID kits, all kinds of stuff that's in these bags. I mean, so many things we're giving away.
Awesome.
We've got sit and fit experts. We've got Zumba experts on the stage. We've got all kinds of things. We got food trucks outside, bouncy house outside for the kids. It's so many things going on at this health fair that we really
Awesome.
are so excited about it. And this is the 5th time we've done it.
Now, and this is what I like about it, Mike. You know, you've been consistent with it. You know,
Yes.
and that's what it takes when it comes to health and wellness. You know, we can't be moved by what we see because it's logistically,
Oh,
it can be a nightmare.
it's a lot of work.
You know,
It's a lot of work.
putting these things together. But you have the grace,
Yeah.
and you have a group of people that God has set with you to help you
Yes.
to do what you do, and that's the blessing.
Oh,
Like
yes.
Jackie said, just be grateful for that because God gives us vision, He gives us provision, so He gives us the means.
Yes, and that's why I brought Whitney with me here. She's one of my board of directors. Wonderful. I've got some great people that help me. She can tell you a little more about what she's doing with the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Talk to us,
All
Whitney.
right. Go
Okay.
ahead, Whitney.
Good morning. I'm Whitney of Sweet 16. And so, just, I want to hone in on something that Miss Jackie said. Early detection. Early detection is really important, in our community. And so that's the reason for Mike's Health Fair also, is to bring early detection, for people. Not if you have anything going on or if you don't, this is something for you. So I'll be over the vendor committee. So that means when you come in, I'll be the one to be there to greet you, tell you where to set up, and I want to bring in that we will have, as Mike mentioned, 300 programs that will be available as a booklet. So this will tell you where these vendors are set up. That will tell you their spacing and where you can find them. And as he started off, we all love free.
Mhm.
So, like he said, free food while supplies last. But there are also free clothing, free classes. There will also be free haircuts.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
there will be free, and
Awesome.
that will be
for
through
boys
GIC.
and girls.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And that will be through GIC.
Man, y'all touching it all. Y'all touching
Yeah,
it all.
yes. And the classes, so you can expect to see sit and fit, aerobics, and Zumba.
Awesome.
Again, you will get a tote bag, 300 upon entry. And as we mentioned, honing in October for breast cancer. There will be a breast cancer fashion show, and the exciting and the blessed thing about that is every single model you see
Yes.
will be a breast cancer survivor,
Awesome.
And my
right?
mom will be
Yes.
a model.
So we want to give back. Mike wants to give back. Again, as was mentioned, this is the 5th year.
Mhm.
So it's needed,
Yes,
right?
it is.
I mean,
Very.
The
it's
community
needed.
needs it.
Yes.
It's needed. And so, as he stated too, clothing. There is free clothing. I went to Mike's house and there is clothing. If there's nothing else, there is clothing. And he did mention we will have 70 or more vendors that are already in place. And Bounce House for the kids. And I do want to mention there will be a waiver, so I do want everybody to come prepared because we do want to keep safety
That's
on
good.
the front end.
So what about the screenings? What type of medical or health screenings? will be
So
available?
the screenings that are planning to have. So we'll have high blood pressure, we'll have diabetes, we'll have a self breast exam, which if I'm not mistaken will
Yes,
be
in one of
guided.
the classrooms.
Okay,
That's good.
so that'll be a guided and
Department of Public Health will be there doing
yeah,
Awesome.
so they will be there to help with those different health screenings to try to just to have people in somewhat of a mindset of status of what they're doing.
Right. And
And-
prostate also will have the doctors there.
Mhm.
They'll be talking about prostate cancer, explaining what goes through it, and how to get early detection of it.
Yes.
And one of the incredible things I'm so glad about is a lot of the vendors are going to be talking about health insurance,
That's good.
which is so needed
That's
now
right. That's right.
with what's going on.
That's right.
They're talking about ways to access it, because if you don't know, there are programs out there for you. You won't accept them,
That's it.
and you'll be just sitting around not being able to afford your medication. And it's between either rent, food, or medication. The medication is going to fall out. But if you don't know, there are resources and there are avenues to get it, and that's what we have. We have so many nurses and doctors and health insurance professionals there. They're going to be talking about ways to get it, and that's important.
Yes, that's
And
important.
that helps with
Very.
early detection.
Yeah,
Very important.
and that's important. And that's Coach and I. That's our mantle out. What God has
Yes.
given us to bridge that gap from the healthcare professionals out there, the people who specialize in certain things, and to bring that to serve the community. So that's what we are here to do, is to bridge the gap, so
Yes.
we can show the community the resources. Like Coach say, sometimes unfortunately people just don't receive it, and like the words say, my people are destroyed of a lack of knowledge, because you reject the knowledge. But you can't worry about that. If you touch one, you don't look at numbers, you look at the impact
That's it.
of
Yeah.
the ones that are there.
Mhm.
And that's what we have to get our mind off, because everybody's just not ready to receive. You
Yeah.
can't get help unless you allow me to help you.
Yes.
So, and that's just, and you have to be okay with it. And it took me years to learn that. It
Of
doesn't
course.
that you doesn't care, but
Yeah.
if you look at the walk of Jesus, he did what he needed to do. But those that didn't receive, he just kept, he sowed the seed.
Yeah.
We sowed the seed, we watered. God does the increase. And so we have to, but when you're just a mercy gifted person like I am, I care so much. I love hard. I do. I love hard. I have compassion for people. I don't like seeing people hurting or without.
Yeah.
And so, and it took me a while to help manage that,
Yeah.
because it can get overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
And people at the CSRA, people, like we talked about this before, people out here doing this free.
Yeah.
They don't have to, but they are, because there's an assignment on their lives to do this, to bring these resources in our community.
Yes. Yes.
Because a lot of this is not done anywhere else. So it's out here, it's free, it's available. Take the time to come out.
Yes.
If you don't come out before a minute and just go through the vendors, you just go and get the meat.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Just throw away the bone.
Right,
but
because-
just,
right.
it's out there. And it, like you said, insurance are needed
Oh yes.
today. It's so
Very
many.
much.
I was at my doctor's appointment And this woman in front of us, you know, went, she said, I don't have health insurance.
Mhm.
She got sent by the health department. So, and just like her, it's many others
Yes.
that are like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's many other like that. And that's why I have a organization called Believe. After I was diagnosed, I wanted to give back to the community. So, cancer service, I give back to them because everything stays local.
Yes.
Piedmont for the mobile help
Mhm.
because to help a woman, another woman get a free breast exam. And
Yes.
so it was important to me that my funds stayed local
Yes.
in the community. So that was very important. So if there's anything else you guys want to
Yeah.
share, you know,
Well,
we're
one of the really important things is that because I go to a lot of health fairs and see how everyone's doing, and some of the health fairs can be so many people around, and you can't really talk to people because it's so loud and there's so many people. We have classrooms, so you can come, you can meet with the health professionals, insurance, and all kinds of things, and then you can go into a classroom setting,
good.
quiet.
That's good.
You can answer we have 30-minute classes throughout the day, from 10:30 in the morning all the way to 2 o'clock. Every 30 minutes, there are different classes in classroom settings. So you can sit in the class and you can ask the professionals point blank questions that you really want to know, but you can't ask in a main area with thousands of people walking around, and it's kind of hard to hear because the conversation there, you get like 2 seconds to, hello, how you doing? Here's a business card, call me back. But you can go in the classroom, you can sit, and now you can talk.
That's good.
And have your questions
That's
answered
good.
from that point.
Yeah.
And that's very important. So that's why I set it up where you have the vendors up front and then you have classes. So you can go in, you can see what you need, you can look in the program booklet. We've got like a 20-page program booklet that shows what times the classes are, who's teaching them. You can go, you can sign up for the class, you can hang around, get your free food, get your haircut, get your clothes, and then go and sit in the classroom with your questions and ask the professionals questions, point blank questions.
Yeah.
That's important.
Now, with the food, Mike, is it grocery or is it prepared food?
We have 5 food trucks outside.
Okay.
One of them is called Love Thy Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
They're a food pantry,
Okay.
and they're going to be giving it free food.
Okay.
Okay.
Like food that you get, Publix and
Okay.
Kroger and
So
all that
groceries.
stuff.
They
Oh,
go there,
okay.
get canned goods and okay.
Oranges and
Okay.
stuff like
Got
that.
you.
But if you
Okay.
want the barbecue chicken, the fried chicken, all that stuff, it's there too.
Okay. So you got prepared meals
Oh yeah,
also.
hot dogs,
Man,
hamburgers,
you
we got all that.
Okay.
You do.
Y'all hear
Yeah,
that now?
you-
You're gonna
You
get
know
it.
how to. Hey, you know how to draw the multitude.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's good because we joke about it a little bit, but
Yeah.
that may be the only meal some people get that day.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And
Really?
you can take the groceries home
Yeah.
for the rest of the week and eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So
I love
that's
it.
important.
I love it.
That's good. So you hear community. Go ahead, Whitney. You have
No,
something to
I was
say.
just going to add that in lieu of just talking about healthcare, a lot of times we forget that there are other things tied into that. So one thing I came on board, this is my first year, I came on board and I loved about Mike's health fair event is that we're talking about healthcare, but as we just spoke about food being their only meal maybe for that day, sometimes there are other factors included in that. And so I love the fact that he does have the clothes, he is doing the haircuts, there is food available because as we talk about healthcare, there are so many other needs in our community.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
So I was ecstatic that it covers more than just healthcare.
Right.
We care so much about your health, about everyone being on board to be able to care themselves about their health, right? Because if you don't have the resources or you don't feel like you can, sometimes I'm not going to care about it because I feel like I can.
Most definitely.
So I just wanted to say we do care about your health. We do want you to come out and get those answers that you may need. But at the same time, understand that there will be things that surround your health that if we can help with, should be available to you.
And I like how you talk about the different varieties of health, because when you talk about wellness, there's a spectrum of wellness because there's so many dimensions of
Self-esteem.
wellness. You know, yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah, environmental wellness, social wellness,
Yes.
mental wellness, physical wellness. You know,
It's
you can
all-
go on and on, and all of those things work together.
Yeah.
You know, for our good to have that ultimate wellness. You know, and we have to work on all those different areas.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm very passionate about, I retired from the healthcare field, so I'm very passionate about that, and people getting the things that they need. But I'm also very passionate about people getting the truth.
Yes.
Like I told my husband, I dive deep. I like that because there's so much else that's going on. That's why it's so important for us to educate our people.
Yes.
It's very important that our people are educated when it comes to health care.
Definitely.
There is a very high mortality rate of African American women with childbirth. So we have to educate. I'm saying this with emphasis. We have to educate. And we have a whole lot going on, but the emphasis is education.
Yes.
We got to go to a break.
Education. But guys, we got to go to a break. This is a great conversation. We're conversating with Mike Jones and his associate, Whitney. They are going to be having a health fair on October the 3rd, 2025 at 10 a.m. October the 7th? 11th. I'm sorry, the 11th. On 2025, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Old Murphy Gym. Guys, we're going to continue this conversation right here on WAW Shout 94.7, the gospel, the voice of the gospel truth. But we want you to stay locked down right here on Health Matters with Jackie
and Coach Patrick.
We'll be right back. Hi, Wayne. Hey, Deborah. How you doing, guys? Glad you joined us this morning. Hey, Gerald. Hi, guys. Hi.
Great, man. Yeah, you're doing
You
great.
still live. We have a podcast. You're on our social media podcast.
That's the camera. Right?
That's the camera right there.
I'm sorry.
So they can still hear you. So you can still talk off live if you want to talk. But yeah, we have to educate our people.
So important.
And a lot of this stuff sometimes scratch the surface, but as you guys said, right, once you get into touching that one person, right, and if this person has that information, people understand how much one person can be a library, right?
Yes.
For all resources.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though these things are great, and even with healthcare that you do and you carry out, sometimes that's just a scratch of the surface. Like you said, there's so much deeper, right?
It is.
But it can be the scratch of the surface, and it can be the deeper, because depending on who that touches, you know what I mean? They take it so far.
What ground
you
is?
don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't know
Absolutely.
That's what that messenger looks.
Soul and water. Soul and water.
Yes.
God brings the increase.
Yes, amen.
Every time.
Amen.
Yes, he does.
Hello, this is Jackie. We are the hosts of Health Matters. We're here to raise awareness by providing you with important information.
We're going to come back on after this time.
I went through so much stuff because I thought we were on time.
No, we're going to end at 8:50. We'll be ending, okay? So that you guys could use that as a time hack.
You said
8:50.
Okay.
Unless you guys need to go. Y'all good? Okay. You ready? You ready to come back on?
That's what I thought.
Guys, welcome back here to Health Matters. Guys, we've been having a conversation with Mike Jones, $1 at a time, and his associate, Whitney, guys, they are talking about their health fair, free community
it.
health fair
That's it.
at the Old Murphy Gym. It's going to be October the 11th, 2025 at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., guys. And this resource is free. Everything from groceries, food, and the
Clothing,
resources, clothing,
haircuts,
guys, free
screenings.
haircuts, screening. They're going to have a fashion show with survivors. I like to call them thrivers and overcomers, you know, so we want to just be, and I am one of those thrivers and overcomers because I speak the word of God, you know, and I speak the word of life and truth into my life, not just a survivor. I want to be a thriver. I want to continue to thrive on and bless and pour into other women's lives.
Listen, y'all, we as this free community health fair is presented to this community, participate. As Jackie said, it's October 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be held at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center, which is the former Murphy Middle School gym that's located at 2610 Milledgeville Road. I'm going to give you time to get your ink pen and your pencils. That address again is 2610 Milledgeville Road, 2610 Milledgeville Road in Augusta, Georgia. Okay, make sure you participate. Make sure you go out there and get all the information that you can so that you can get all the help that you need as it pertains to your health and well-being. Self-care awareness, you know, it promotes the importance of prioritizing your physical, your mental, your emotional well-being. So take advantage of it. Self-care is for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It's for preventing chronic disease. And Jackie and Whitney talk about it early on the first half of the show, that early detection is the best protection, especially when it comes to chronic diseases. So many times we put things off, we don't get our screenings, we don't do the things necessary so that we can get the help that we need. Okay, but you're going to be able to get some of these chronic disease screenings, high blood pressure, diabetes, at this health fair. Participate, people, participate.
Yes, and that's the important thing, you know, like I was saying, the education part. If it is nothing but the information, especially with men, we want to talk about the men for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to get men to go to the doctor. Coach is very passionate about men's health, you know, and so he started his first, he had his first inaugural Men of Wellness. I'm Women of Wellness. He's ministry of wellness to men. It's about purpose and health. And so thriving in their purpose as well as in being well, thriving in that purpose. And so we both collab with that. God has given us both a vision and a grace to reach our community, to reach the women, to reach the men. So we are two that know who we are, and we know our assignment and what we're supposed to do. And so that's why it's so very important. Men, don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait to when things are not, you know, moving right. Go ahead and get those yearly physicals. If you feel a clean, you know, go on to the doctor. You know, if it's something that you've been seeing a doctor about, make them dive deeper. Get your rainbow blood thing, your rainbow of blood full panel.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why you need? I'm not asking you why. Do a full panel. Do that. And so you have to be an advocate for your health. You're going to have to be an advocate for your health. Guys, we're living under grace today. You know, we're living in grace today. By the grace of God, we living and we moving and we having all our being in Him. It is so much in this world today God is protecting us from. We are under grace today.
Yes.
We are under grace. From the water we drink, from the food that goes in our mouth, we are under grace today.
And His grace is sufficient.
And His grace is sufficient.
It is sufficient.
And I was telling my husband, I said, this God sent manna. We got to eat.
Pray
over your food. Pray over your food. Pray
right.
over your drinks. Pray over everything. I'm telling you, we under grace, guys. Listen, we under grace.
Do all of that and make sure you get out to these community health fairs too.
Yeah.
Talk some more about those health fairs.
Just like you were saying, I want to touch on that. You were saying how God keeps us, right, with everything that we put into our bodies.
Yes.
Everything. But in some instances, I'm gonna go a little further and say he even protects us from ourselves, right?
Oh, yes.
He
Come
protects
on,
us from
Whitney.
ourselves because we're gonna go past these health screenings, right? And we're just gonna say, bringing in, and like we said, it covers a lot of bases when we talk about healthcare because it goes into a lot of things, but self-care. And when we talk about self-care, a lot of people think we're talking about the expense of going out and splurging on yourself. And some of us, we're not even there, right, yet to the point to splurge on superficial things.
Right.
Come on.
We hadn't even health and wellness and mental health and depression is real big.
Yes.
It's a big word. It has so many avenues, but we think it's the superficial things to say, oh, I'm gonna do self-care, and sometimes it's right at home. It's the things we do on a daily basis that
Simple
show,
things.
it shows that we care about ourselves, right? What we're putting in our bodies, and what we expect to get out, and it don't match sometimes,
Right.
you know, and so yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that also, because that's very true. We do have to care about ourselves, and again, guys, if you come out, sometimes we have to realize too, and I want to touch on, we want to see as many men as women. Sometimes we in healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And we say, oh, that's a women's eat. No,
It's
for everybody.
Right.
It's for everybody. I'm talking, bring your children.
Right.
I know we as children, you know, we grow up and, hey, we're good, get back up, you know, and we get over a lot of things, but there's some things we don't, and sometimes that physical is tied to mental.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, so many times when it comes to health and wellness, especially the physical part, you know, we'll focus on trying to lose weight, eating better, and this and that, and you're trying to focus on all of these physical things, but you got to get rid of the mental weight sometimes first.
Let me tell you that goes into I'll use my personal as for me. I at one point I lost 50 pounds, right? And mentally, I still couldn't wear what I thought I wanted to wear because of my mental,
that barrier.
Hey, I didn't know that what do they call it? Body dysphoria was a thing. I did not know that.
Yes.
I thought, you know, I'm losing 50 pounds, I'll be good, right? And I needed to start. That's why I said sometimes we think, oh, it's superficial things. I lose weight, I can buy what I want, wear what I want, I feel better, and I look better in it. But mentally, I did. So it erased all of that.
Because that was external.
That external, all of that. So I had to start somewhere else, right? And that's that mental health and all the things that we do need to focus on as a community.
Change starts within,
yes,
and transforming our mind until we get with, just like I say, we appear well on the outside, but we're not whole within.
Yes.
There's some a lack of nourishment, as I can say, and we're not getting it. We're deficient within, but we can appear outside with makeup, the nice clothes, the hair, the glam, the vanity.
Yes.
That it is, but within.
And in our community, we hear it all the time. Thank God I don't look like what I've been through, right? And I have people related to physical, and that is the truth. Physically, we might not, but that inside, it don't even look the same.
And see, and that's the thing about the inside. You know, when we're stressing and we're not managing it properly, it's gonna affect us so that it will come to the forefront.
Yeah, but,
you know. Those internal struggles will come to the forefront.
They will. Yeah. They show up they show up in your personality. They shows up in your word. They shows up in your behavior. You know, they show up when you show up in a room and you see someone doing something and you frown your face. Come on now. I don't want to get into my book. I want to get into my book.
We might have to a little bit.
But that's a good thing you were saying, and you can get right back to it. But I want to make this why I got this thought. Embracing yourself is so important. You know, and Jackie talks about that throughout her book, especially for women. More for women than men, you know. But I come to know that men, we have to embrace ourselves too as we age and things change. You know, things change. We don't have the power that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? And those things change, but we have to embrace that. And we can't try to lean on external things that's gonna, put makeup on it or put a certain type of dress or pair of pants on that covers it up temporarily. But no, we gotta know that, hey, I'm aging, I have my health, I'm feeling good, I have a relationship with Jesus Christ. So I have to embrace who I am, and glorify where I'm at.
Exactly.
And God will take me to my next level as I age. But I have to embrace those seasons of my life as I age. And then I think that helps with the mental part of it.
And make the necessary adjustments. I think the problem is, I think so with women more so than we don't want to age. But it's inevitable. We're going to age. Things are going to change. They're going to feel different. They're going to look different. Over 37 years teaching, it was hard to tell my body I couldn't do
Had to shift.
that anymore.
Yeah.
My mind had to change mentally. I'm telling you, going through menopause is no joke. It's real. She is real. She is real. And so we got to adjust it. We got to modify. We got to tweak some things in our diet. We have to, change up the way we think, because like Coach is saying, every sales eavesdrops on your thoughts and your words. So if it's doing that, I'm going to speak positive things, because if you're listening to it, I'm going to speak positive things to it and not negative things, because we have what we say.
Yeah.
So we have to watch the power of that tongue when we're speaking. But yes, but health, all that is just wellness.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this last 5 minutes belong to y'all.
Yes, yes.
There's two things I want to mention about the health fair that we've got going on. One is that we've got, like I said, the Sit and Fit for exercise, and that's going to work the whole audience.
Awesome.
Yes.
We got 3 people. One is doing Sit and Fit, one is doing aerobics, and one is doing yoga from the stage. So it interacts with the whole audience.
That's good.
And
That's
you also have the line dancers coming.
Awesome.
that's-
We love line dancing.
Neos of Augusta Soul Sliders.
Awesome.
That took the show.
Yes,
We
amen.
love
Amen.
that.
Keep moving that body.
That's what it's about.
It's about moving.
And exercise is a part of health.
Yes, it is.
And that's what we got so important. And one of the things I'm really happy about is that we got the senior citizens coming. I rolled out an initiative where we've got the senior citizens from senior citizen retirement homes all over Augusta and South Carolina that are coming. We've got Pruitt and St. John's Towers and Brandon Wiles. So the activities director will be bringing the seniors on their buses and vans to the health fair. And if you're out there and you are part of a personal care home that has 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 seniors, or if you're another senior citizen retirement home, you can reach out to us. Can I give a number?
Yes.
You can give me a call at 706-294-1152. Reach out to me as soon as you can so we can make arrangements to have you come to the health fair. We want to love on you. We want to be happy that you come, because the seniors are very important.
Right.
Because what I used to do was like I said, writing and producing stage plays. We've been touring the Southeast. What we've been doing is going to senior citizens retirement homes and doing part of our skits of our plays
That's
to
awesome.
Seniors.
That's awesome.
They love it. We love to see them, because a lot of the seniors in these retirement homes, they don't have visitors, and they're just sitting there.
And people
That's good,
tend
And
to
it's so
forget them.
sad that they don't come out. So we want them to come. We want to love on them. We want to give them free resources. Talk to them. We got screenings. We got vendors. We got food. All kinds of stuff. We have volunteers that will help the activities director so they can navigate the facility together. We got parking directors out front so we can get the vans and buses to come up to the door so we can help you come in as a group. We definitely want more seniors to take advantage of this because that's what it's about.
And you're providing transportation. That's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of the senior citizen retirement homes have buses and vans. So just give us a call. We can, expect your arrival. And
give them that number again, Mike.
The number is 706-294-1152.
And the purpose of that
number? is for the, like I said, the Senior Citizens Committee, so that we can invite you to our health fair and just hug you, show that we appreciate you, show that we love you, and we want to support you with all the resources of this health fair we have.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mike, you mentioned it a little bit about $1 at a time production where you do
Yes.
plays. Let's just talk about
Yes.
that very briefly, so people know that you do that also.
Yes. I started basically many years ago
Mm-hmm.
with my book out of Atlanta. In 1995, God laid something on my heart about economic empowerment in the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Atlanta thinking that, we got all this money. We can come together $1 at a time
Mm-hmm.
and do something positive in our community. I attempted a movement in 1996, the whole year, $1 at a time, speaking on radio, TV, print, all year long to raise $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
We unfortunately didn't raise $1 million. But I kept a daily journal of what we were doing the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And someone told me to put it into a book. Never written a book before, but I put it into a book. And did a book tour from 2000, 2001. And someone came to me and said, I love your book, but have you ever thought about writing a play? Because Black folks don't read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate hearing that.
Nah, that's
But
that's not true.
That was, I believe, an angel telling me what my next purpose was. And I took the book and turned it into a stage play, came to Augusta in 2002, and sold out my very first show.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God.
Never Again, the
That's
mental conditioning of slavery.
That's good.
And that's been a high I've been chasing ever since.
All right.
And
All
we
right.
toured from 2002 to 2018, and COVID came, so I transitioned, and someone said, you need to put your stuff online. So I was like, yeah, okay. So Never Again became a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Launched it in 2022.
Yeah, I remember.
20
Yeah.
years later,
Mhm.
from Never Again in 2002 became a movie in 2022. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got another movie out. I'm filming it. We're continually moving with that production. And the Health Fair is my nonprofit organization I really always wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Praise God.
So yeah,
Praise God.
time is not our friend right now. Now, Whitney, I heard you mention something about something you do. So just real
Yes.
briefly,
Oh,
tell us what you
okay.
do.
So Sweet 16, it's more of a business networking. The idea, real briefly, is if I can't help you, I can get you to somebody who can. And I want to create a community for business owners
Mhm.
coming up. A lot of times we are the first business owners in our family.
Mhm.
And so when we talk about all those things that surround health and wealth, sometimes we need, as you say, those resources for all things to get us where we're trying to get to. You can find me at sweet16.com, and you can follow me on Facebook for more information. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we thank you guys. Down to the wire.
Yeah.
So we really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes.
Awesome conversation. We can continue
I know.
this conversation, even more. So
Yes.
they think so. We are probably, have probably reach out to Whitney and kind of have her on my podcast, and we can have
Great.
let's have that conversation.
Because
that's
listen, one thing you said before we wrap up, I am in my 30s, and you said how menopause. Nobody told me about perimenopause.
yes,
Look into it, ladies.
Yes,
In
and
your
we can-
30s, let's look into it.
yes.
It's something we need.
So let's make a date. And,
Okay.
And let's podcast on that.
Yes,
and so let's talk
ma'am.
about that, because we need to address that. We need to bring awareness of that, because the Bible said the older ones should teach the younger ones in
Yes.
Titus, and so we need to bring awareness to that to our younger generation. Because I didn't have anybody. Only thing I heard is about the change of life. I didn't hear about nothing else.
The
So
ins and
now
outs, yeah.
that we're more aware of it, let's have
Exactly.
more conversation
Mhm.
about these topics, so we can better help and navigate the younger ones through this process. We all need each other. We all need to build on one another. We all need to do that. We don't need to be hating on each other, comparing ourselves with one another, and we need to be helping each other. We all have work to do, and we all doing the same thing.
It's gotta
Who's
go.
doing the other stuff?
It's gotta,
You
yeah,
gotta know who you are, what's your assignment, and who's assigned to you, and just focus on that, and keep focus,
yeah,
keep that focus, and that's what we're supposed to do.
yes.
But we want to one day get rid of that stigma and just
Oh, we will.
start unity.
We will.
It's about unity. It's about unity, you know, and that's what it's about. I'm big on unity and collaboration, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we have to do more of it. Yeah. So,
yeah,
all right.
more of it.
This has been great, y'all. This has been good.
Right.
Again, just want to let you know what Mike is doing on October 11th, which is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Bethel Community Church Family Life Center, formerly known as Murphy Middle School Gym. It's going to be located at 2610 Milledgeville Road in Augusta, Georgia. All right, make sure you're there. October 11th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., guys. All right, so we want you to stay tuned for the Concerned Ministers Fellowship, You Matter, with Pastor Bush. Then Sister Sean's coming up with Saturdays with Sean at 10 a.m. And then Midday Motivations with Alicia G. and the New Artist Profile with Tony D at 6 p.m. So many programs coming up for our weekly broadcast. I want you to also tune in for those also.
Okay, guys, we all like to thank you for listening to Help Matters here on Shout 94.7, the voice of the gospel truth. We always remember we're here to help you to become a better you, to be the best you that you can be. Remember, guys, always sow and show an act of kindness to someone, because you never know when that act of kindness may have to extend back to you. We like to leave you with 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Guys, you be safe out there, CSRS, and just get your get rain gear. But we love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. See you later. Bye. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Deborah's, the 3Ds in the house. Thank you.
Jackie, stop that when you get through.
All right. See y'all later.
All right, y'all. We got to get out of here.